Today I'm going to read to you my third sermon. But before I will do that, I will first say something about my enlightenment. My enlightenment is very, very different from any kind of enlightenment that has ever occurred. And all these people that have been talking about enlightenment, they have not achieved what I have achieved. So I want you to know that my enlightenment is not for you to praise me or to honor me or to become my disciple or to become my follower. I don't accept any followers. No. My enlightenment is for you to follow yourself, for you to listen to yourself, to talk with yourself, and to do the work that you need to do to acquire your embodied language. That's what my enlightenment is about. I have acquired embodied language. And so if you want to have embodied language too, you gotta do what it takes and stop being busy with me or with anybody else, because you have to be busy with yourself. And today, in this writing that I'm going to read to you, this is the sermon of today, I would like you to pay extra attention to the fact that there is something going on which nobody has ever considered. I am familiar with behaviorism, and in behaviorism, people talk about the environment and the fact that behavior of an organism is determined by the environment. So there are stimuli in the environment which affect the individual, the organism. But when we are dealing with what I talk about, embodied language, and once we have clarity about the fact that all language is overt, that there's no language inside of me, so all language is spoken, heard, written or read. Once we're clear about that, and we realize there is no inner language, no, there's no mind, there cannot be any mind, so there's nothing to transcend in terms of transcending your mind, that's all just nonsense. So, but when we go back again to this issue of contingencies, the environment, I neurally behave that environment. That environment wouldn't be there if I didn't neurally behave it. So I am perceiving presumably a cold environment or a warm environment because I neurally behave that environment. Yeah, and if I experience you, I describe you, I experience you, I perceive you, I hear you, I feel you. But it is my feeling, it's my experience, it's my description, it's my perception. It is my neural behavior, my verbal behavior. Everything is there because of me. So the issue that the individual is determined in their behavior by their environment is there is truth to the fact, of course, that an organism is exposed to stimuli in the environment, and that these stimuli are perceived, but then again, we're putting the horse behind the wagon when we say that the environment is causing this individual to behave this way, because this individual is behaving that environment. So when I talk with you about the fact that there is no inner language, you are changing the environment when you let yourself know that all language is overt. And I don't know if you ever get to it, but the fact that there is no inner language is a major change of your environment, a change of your environment which you will never recover from. Yeah, because there's no way back. Once you cannot unsee it, you cannot unhear it, that everything is there because you are there. And so now, after you have had that epiphany, or that, that satori, or whatever you want to call it, that it's not an insight. No, you have actually said it. You have said it, and you've heard it, and you're very excited about it. And now you want to go on saying it, you want to go on remembering it, reiterating it. You want to go on, oh, here, look, look at this. Here. You gotta know all the ins and outs. There you go. You gotta do what you need to do to get clear on the fact that inner language never existed. And yeah, that is a lot of talking with yourself before you fully get it. And yeah, if you don't do that, then then you keep being stuck in the same environment, because this is my point of this whole ceremony. You keep being stuck in the same environment because you keep on believing in inner language. And you never actually move out of the aversive contingency which brought about your illusion of inner language, because that is really what we're talking about. So I'm going to read it to you, and we'll take it from there. Sun is coming up. Beautiful. What a great day. Now I'm going to walk because I see somebody coming and I don't want to be disturbed in my reading. So I'm just going to go further and past that person so that there's no interference. I want to go on with it in one flow. And so, and yeah, I know this is maybe sounding a bit strange, but I have to be completely undisturbed to be able to say exactly what I want to say. And I will do what I need to do to be in that environment, to create that contingency where I can have the expression which I want to have and which I'm able to have if I am in that particular environment in which my embodied language can and will happen. And I'm so familiar with that environment already that I know exactly when I'm in it, but I also know exactly when I'm not in it. So that is why I keep on moving. And movement in that sense, good morning. Movement in that sense is really the key, because if we do not move, that environment will not be arrived at, it will not be created, it will not be available, because we are stuck in the same environment. And so that is really what I'm talking about in this sermon. Here there's another person coming, and I just need to pass that other person because I want to be completely alone, so that there's nobody here hearing me or interfering with me. And hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Well,
Good.
There's a coyote roaming out over here.
Oh, that is a nice sight. Yes,
Isn't that nice?
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I always like it. Steve, right?
Yeah, it's
How you
Max.
do? Yes, good to
Yeah,
see you again.
yeah,
Hi.
nice to see you again. Yeah,
Hi.
yeah. What do you listen to
Oh
today?
no, I'm making a recording. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no,
Oh,
I didn't I tried to interrupt you.
Oh no. I'm making recording about my views of life, and so I put that on YouTube, and it's just something
What's the channel?
It's well, my name is Maximus Peppercamp. So if you use my name Maximus Peppercamp, you can find me.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll check it out. All
And
right.
but it's about. Well, I mean, I was just about to actually read a piece that I've written. It's kind of like a sermon about how we need to move to arrive in the contingency where we can have the way of using our language which is working for us. And so I have a behaviorist background. And so in behaviorism, they talk about contingencies of reinforcement and stimuli in the environment that affect an organism to behave a particular way. But the reality is, and this is something that behaviorism hasn't really, you could say, they haven't really used this, that we behave our environment. We neurally behave that sun and this place. So the environment is not only external, the environment is internal. And when we're dealing with our language, unfortunately, we have been so often in the aversive environments where we couldn't fully express ourselves that we imagine there's inner language, but there is no inner language.
It's all coming from the outside.
Language is always spoken, listened to, written or read. And so the imagination or the fantasy of inner language, the mind, that you have thoughts, that there's involuntary language going on in your head, is false, is a product of how we talk. And so, but this is going back again to the environment. If we do not talk with ourselves to say, no, there exists no inner language, we never change the environment because we keep on believing in an internal environment of our internal language, which is just not true. So, and that distracts us from the overt nature of language. And so once we express that overt nature of language, we basically change our environment and we create the environment in which we can fully express our individually lived experience. That's
so. Let me ask this question.
Yeah.
As we disassociate from this, we set our own controls to control the environment and only do certain things and minimalize and all that. Does that affect? I mean, does that kind of like narrow down the inner dialect that we have and make it even more difficult? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, your question answers itself, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, Chico, California, 100-degree days. You don't see anybody outside. They're all in the 72-degree houses, and
this is where to be. In the early morning, it's like can't get any better than that.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gorgeous. And then, like I said, the coyote, he followed me all the way down from the bridge.
That's awesome.
And
I love it when they howl and when they.
That's
I find that so enjoyable to
they're
listen.
Usually a little bit higher up. That was the first one I've seen this summer.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting. But nature finds a way, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like the OR7 wolf, he comes down here alone. Pretty soon he's got his own little brood going.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, you carry on, Max.
Yeah. See you later. Have a good one, Steve. Nice talking with you. Hi. Well, that is a coincidence. I'm having to unfold my paper here. It was interesting because he saw that another person was coming our way, and he walked further down the path with this other person. Yeah. And I kind of also felt like the conversation was reaching its limit, so to speak. I mean, for a split second, I was sort of anticipating that that the third person would join the conversation or so, that we would have a conversation with the three of us, but that didn't happen. Okay, here. Oh yeah, I need to put my glasses here. Such a beautiful sight, eh? Yeah. What has been done must be stopped in order to be able to do something new. If it was in any way important, you will come back to it. But since you kept repeating the same thing over and over again, it was evident that you were stuck in a behavioral pattern which had to be stopped altogether, as it continued without your consent. So when you realize you have behaviors which keep on happening, these are the behaviors you must stop. And you must do everything you can to stop it. And of course, when I say stop it, I'm saying talk with yourself and let yourself know that you don't want to have these behaviors, that you want to have other behavior, but you do not know what these behaviors are, because you can only begin to know what these behaviors are when you have stopped it. Involuntary behaviors always are fear-based. Yeah? So what you do obsessively, compulsively, mechanically is always based on fear. And to stop it, you must get out of the aversive contingency in which it occurs. This is what I was just telling this guy about, Steve. Yeah? Staying where you are is self-defeating. And staying where you are is self-defeating. And this is why prayer or so-called meditation never works. Your being in the moment is another way of saying, I'm staying in the same situation. And to change that situation requires you to be out of the moment. So with this guy, Steve, I was kind of out of the moment. Yeah. Yes. It is a matter of stopping your pattern, because it is the situation which perpetuates your behavior, not you or... Morning. Let me repeat that again. Yes, it is a matter of stopping your pattern, because it is the situation which perpetuates your behavior, not you or your so-called consciousness. Oh yeah, yeah. You will know that the situation has really changed when you behave differently from how you're used to. You will notice you simply don't care anymore about the things you used to get all worked up about. It is therefore the absence of behavior which tells you that you are in a new situation. It is the absence of behavior that tells you are in a new situation. And the new behavior that is now possible will only continue if you don't recreate the old situation. For instance, you see a beautiful sunrise. Yeah? It is the beginning of a new day, and the sky looks beautiful, and the birds are singing, and you feel so refreshed and grateful for being there. at that very moment that the sun comes over the hills. However, you only have one moment, and then you begin to imagine again about your inner language, your so-called mind, and the whole situation has changed. So, as I was just telling this gentleman, I don't believe he really understood it, but keeping your illusion of inner language out of it, that is really what changes the situation. Yeah. And so by letting yourself know that there is no mind, you change the situation. And that is really the sermon of today.